Greetings, friends and Robloxians. It is I, Birdbrain Sane. Thanks for watching a Little Kingdom production. In today's video, I'm playing the survival game, and they just got a new update. I've been playing this game now for about a year, off and on, and I've seen quite a few updates recently. One of my favorites is this wing. You jump off a cliff, like up there, and you glide down. It reminds me of something from the Zelda games on the Switch, which I don't have, but I enjoy watching videos of people playing that game. The purpose of this video today is really to show you that I like to build in this game. I've built a castle up there. It's not done, but let's go ahead and check it out. So this is my castle. It's on top of this mountain. Kind of built it surrounding this peak, and I really like building in this game. It's a little bit quirky, but you've got all kinds of options, all kinds of things you can add. I put this sign up here, "Do not enter the king's quarters." This is where I keep some of my stuff. When you sleep in your bed, you get a bonus, like this little sign up here shows you that you're well rested. You get a 10% speed bonus. In here I keep some of my weapons, my armor on armor rack, and weapons in the weapons rack. You can even keep your farming tools in there, your farming scythe. The more I build in here, the more I'm reminded of islands, because I really enjoyed the building aspect of islands. Everything there, for the most part, was square blocks. That's the basic building tool. Our building block is square blocks, but in this game, going under the anvil, choose your hammer here for build, and you got all these different options. Prefab structures, so you need to have the items necessary to build these structures, or you can build from scratch your own. Rotate things. This is a floor. If I were to put it here, just attach this like that and then remove it. Now, normally animals will attack you. Like this bear would normally attack a person if they didn't have the perk called Friend of the Forest. So the more you play the game, the more skills you get, and every time you complete leveling up your skills to level 25, you get a rebirth token, and I've pretty much maxed out all of them, but I highly recommend to people to get Friend of the Forest. Hostile animals only attack if you attack first. Very often I see people swimming through the water trying to get from one place to another, and sharks attack them. There's wolves and bears and lions, alligators. All those things will try to kill you. Yeah, that's the king's quarters, and going up the side of the castle here. Not going the conventional way. I actually have pathways and stairways going all around it. I keep some crafting benches up here. I've got crafting benches all over the map. This gold vein, it just keeps spawning in. I keep taking it out, and it comes back after, I don't know, like 2-3 minutes or something. I've got this tower up here. I like the environmental conditions. It rains. It will turn day and night if you let it, but I've got day and night turned off right now in the settings here. Always day is enabled. I could have it always night if I wanted to, but or a normal night-day cycle. Let's see what it looks like in the nighttime. So the sun's gone down. Yeah, this game's quite dark in the nighttime, so especially for building, I like to keep it daylight. It's kind of cool to see things in the nighttime with lighting effects. Everything I build, I try to light it up. So, yeah, this is a little balcony before going all the way up the tower. And here we are at the top of the tower. So this was a prefab tower that I've modified. And if we were to look at that hammer again, so this was the castle tower. And then I went ahead and modified it by putting a roof on it. I edited these windows a bit. I trimmed it out with wood poles on all the edges of the walls. So this is made up of a bunch of different components. And because I'm the owner of this little kingdom, if I want to destroy things, I can. This is a private server. So if I were to build something like this in a public server, sadly, when you're playing with other players, it is the survival game. It's pretty hostile. So when you're playing with other people, their goal is to take over your kingdom. And I do enjoy building in public servers, building kingdoms and getting a bunch of people to join and try to defend it. But I would never try to build something this elaborate. So when I'm building this, I take time to try to get every block exactly where I want it. If you guys like building, if you enjoyed building in islands, if you enjoy building castles, I highly recommend checking this game out and getting into building. There's really no limit to what you can do. Or at least I haven't discovered limits. I'm still trying to decorate this place and maybe expand it. I've actually built a couple of other castles. Let's see if we can see anything from way up here in this vantage point. Not really. Well, let's show you that wing. So here I am gliding. So nobody's here right now. This is just me. Alone in my kingdom. People could join me. I don't think I have joins turned on right now, but you can visit other people's kingdoms. It's all up here in the settings. I've got it set so only I can build. So if people do come visit me, they're not going to be putting stuff all over the place. When I first started this game and I didn't realize these settings were adjustable, people would come visit me and I would find random stuff. Occasionally I would find my items were missing. People would visit my server and they didn't do too much harm, just take a bunch of my farming stuff. You can go into free cam, Shift P. I'm in free cam mode now. I can just fly the eye. I think we did see, yeah, here's a little bit of a castle I built over here. It might not be full resolution because I don't think the flying eye catches up. Yeah, that's not much, just a tower. Oh yeah, here's one. Oh, some old farmland. I think I was planning on building over here my kingdom, so I kind of started with this over here. Actually, I think there's supposed to be more of a roof on there. I don't remember. But these graphics aren't fully rendered in because the flying eye FreeCam doesn't catch up like, unless you're right there, your actual character is there, then the game kind of fully renders. Let me grab a horse and take a trip over there. This game can be automated with non-player characters that you build, and I've got miners over here. They need food in order to function, so if I put some food in this box, and I've done a lot of farming, so I've got plenty of vegetables to give them. There. Now that they have food in their food box, they will mine, and these are all iron miners. Iron is one of the most beneficial sought-after items in the game. This is the biggest boat you can build right now. Let me toggle daylight back on. All right, now we can see full daylight. Yeah, so this ship here, I've trapped it in my little ship port because if somebody comes and visits me, they could just get in the ship and sail it around. And I think somebody took one someplace somewhere sometime, and I would like to keep this here for when I want to go to Asia. Asia is a great place to do a lot of wood chopping when you need to get your wood supplies. So yeah, I've trapped it in here with these walls, and since other players can't build, they would be unable to get that out of there unless they were hacking or something. And unfortunately, there are some people who like to exploit. This game is pretty quick about catching them, I think. There's a message that pops up whenever somebody gets kicked, and it says somebody's kicked for cheating, exploiting. I had a horse here that was already saddled up and ready to go, but I'm not seeing it. Let me make another saddle real quick. So most items you have to craft on these tool benches. In order to tame a horse, you got to feed it wheat. When you hold the wheat, the animals that like wheat will follow you. There, so I've tamed both those horses. I can put a saddle on one of them. And now we can really cruise. There's all kinds of wildlife here, deer. So I made this pathway so I can quickly just run across the waterway. It's hard to stay straight. I fall off quite often. This cave here is a great place to get some iron if you needed to do it manually. You weren't using NPC characters. Now we can see, okay, yeah, I actually kind of made this castle so that it's looking like it's run down. I have a entry built there. Let's go check it out. Yeah, it's overgrowth, right? And it's in ill repair. I had to damage that to get it to look that way. So you just take out your weapon and you can hit things and damage them. It's dark in here. This is a tunnel going up to the inside of this unfinished castle. Okay, so I really didn't have a roof on there, just this platform. And I did want to build something out of this, but as I was working up on it, I decided that peak way over there, you can see the diamond in the sky. That's where my castle is. My new one, my current home. This is a giant map. There's Arctic area. If you're over there, the snowstorms come in and they will damage you. And then there's a volcano. The volcano on public servers, there's a boss that lives in there. This game's been a little laggy lately, but it's still quite playable, very fun. There's vendors all over the place here too. Let's go check out the vendors. You can customize your character and look however you want. And a lot of the customization comes from buying items from these vendors. And I think some of them have different stuff depending on the day or when you log in. Oh yeah, see, I've never seen this crown of the sky dragon. That's pretty cool. It's 9,000 coins. Right now I've only got 548. Noblewoman's headdress. I'd wear that. There, I just bought that. Let's customize my character. There. Yeah, I think that kind of looks cool. The colors depend on your kingdom. So if you want to customize your kingdom, and every time you log in your private server, you'll have to recreate your kingdom. So I always call it the little kingdom. And I like the color brown with gold. So you get two color choices. The first color dominate your uniform. There. It's kind of the same color as the horse. A little subdued, a little natural looking. There's lots of stuff to explore. Coal is another item that's a really important resource. So whenever I see coal, I grab it. Unfortunately, there are no coal miners in the game. I wish they would add coal miners because coal is maybe even more important than iron, but you gotta manually mine that yourself. You can tame the cows and the chickens, and they will produce more cows and chickens for you. You cannot tame the deer, at least not without a game pass, I don't think. And even if you have a game pass, I'm not certain about the deer, but you could tame like the lions. This game's so much fun though. I would really highly recommend it for anybody who wants to build. So I think my next video, I'm going to show you some building techniques. Just stuff that I've kind of learned to do. I'm not like an expert. There are some people who've got really excellent builds. And if you're into the survival game and building and you want me to showcase your stuff, please leave me a message, give me your username, drop me a friend request, and I will come check it out. All right, you guys, I'm sorry I haven't been playing Islands for you guys who are still hardcore into Islands. I know that I was like in there every day, but got other things in life going on. I've been going to school, and in my free time, I've been playing this game because Islands no longer updates. And there's so many glitches. My kingdom is kind of glitched with water right now. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, have fun and keep it imaginary.